Hi, I'm Diane Dayton, and welcome. Behind the Lines goes Inside Sports, and that's why we're where we are. And with us right now, we have Warren Goodling, we have Randy Good, and we're going to talk about the 70 and over USA Global Team, right? Yeah, so you're no stranger to our set, Warren, so it's good to have you back, and it's great to have you here, Randy. So you have a great story because you, once again, won in Switzerland July 2025 with all these world teams. Tell us about this, Warren. This must have been so exciting.
Well, we participated in the biannual FIMBA World Championships for many age groups. I think it starts at 50 and older. And we now participate in the 70s.
Yeah.
So there was over 385 teams total of all age groups, male and female teams there at the tournament.
Wow. So tell us what FIMBA stands for.
FIMBA is Federation of International Masters Basketball Association.
All right, say that one 3 times.
Yeah,
Now we've learned
yeah,
something
yeah,
today too.
yeah.
So Randy Good, was this your first time, second time playing with them in this tournament?
It's first time playing in the World Games, yes, and I was invited a couple times to play, but due to work, I couldn't get off. So It was definitely Switzerland was a thing to do.
Well, this had to be a highlight, wasn't it? Competing on this level on a world stage.
Yes, yeah. From a long time ago started, 50 years ago, and ended up with the World Championship.
Well, that's the thing too. Both of you have been playing basketball for years. Warren, I know at West York and when you were younger, and then coaching at Hempfield and various other places. And Randy, I believe you were at LS, and graduated in '73. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your story with basketball.
Well, the funny story is I started 50 years ago with a 4x4 and a plywood backboard and played the girl up the street, which at that time was a tomboy. And she was just as tough as I was, so that was the beginning, and the end is a world championship, and everything in between.
So there you go. There's the story, from meager beginnings, right? All the way up to this world stage.
Yes, yeah.
What was it about basketball for you, Randy?
Oh, it's mental, physical. To me, it's the best, absolutely the best thing you can do for mental and physical exercise.
And I'm sure Warren would echo that as well, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Then you throw in the team component of working together for the team aspect, and it becomes pretty unique, yeah.
Yeah, it sure does. So you set some records in your time, too, when you were at LS. Tell us about some of those.
Yeah, well, I was the all-time scorer, actually county and LS, and most points in a game back in '73.
Yeah, that was like 49 points or something?
Yes, 49.
Wow.
Yeah, and the thing is, they were just broken. Brian Boyd broke the all-time scoring, and Brian came up to me in 9th grade. When he was in 9th grade, he said, "I'm gonna beat your record."
Is that right?
So the thing is, you see these kids, it's
Yeah.
motivating these kids to do what they're doing,
Wow.
and Chase. He plays at a place where I play also.
Okay.
They have a court, so I know these guys, and I watched them play ever since they were little.
Right.
So the 50 points was broken this year, so
Wow.
it's all good.
Yeah, that's great. That's really good. Warren, I know you probably have a lot of these memorized as well, too. But Randy, you were MVP of the 2016 Buffalo Masters.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us, Warren.
Warren was, and I was.
And you were okay.
Well, I was maybe in 2017.
Okay.
I was, but he was 2016. He had a big 3 in the championship game against the Canadian national team, and we went on to win that game. Yeah, I think it was in overtime. Was that game in overtime? Yeah.
Wow, that must have
he
really
was
been
definitely the
exciting. Go
MVP.
ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, and what's really unique is once Warren, and we had to split up because of the age brackets, I got to play with Canada, USA. So I played with Canada guys, which is who we beat in Buffalo, but and these other in Fort Lauderdale, and that I went with because of the age brackets, I started playing with Canada, USA. And then was invited to play with Global USA.
Okay. Well, it's interesting playing with these different world players from different countries too, isn't it?
Yes.
What do
Oh,
you-
they're all, and that's one thing about this. Everybody liked the USA. You know,
Yeah.
and you have to play USA basketball for respect. And no matter what the score was, everybody was happy about playing.
Okay.
So, and the people were USA people. They really liked us. So you know, there was one time when we give little pieces out of the flag, and when I was leaving, this little girl had one, and she was so happy that she got a USA flag.
Wow.
And the people, we had a guy that served us lunch, and he's like, "I love Americans. Whatever you want." I said, "Can I have the individual tickets?" He had no problem, whatever you want. So that was a neat thing that everybody was supportive of the USA.
Well, I think you also were goodwill ambassadors for this country too. Wouldn't you agree, Warren?
Well, we didn't get any technicals, and we had to have good sportsmanship. So that was one thing we tried to focus on, no matter what. And it's just play our game.
So tell us a little bit about what happened this last championship, how this came together and how it went down.
Well, this team was together in 2024, pointing to the Switzerland tournament. So our first event in 2024 was in February, and we played in the Tampa Bay tournament, Masters tournament, and we won that. We won that tournament, and then we played in Coral Springs, and well, actually, before we played in Coral Springs, we played in Mexico at the Pan Am Games. So we played in the Pan Am Games. And this team that we had in Switzerland, we played down there, and we won that tournament in the Pan Am. So that we were down there for about 12 days, played again 6 games, and so we got our feet wet on that. Then we came back this year, and we played in the Tampa tournament again. But we were a 70s team, and we decided to play down in the 65s to get roughed up a little bit.
Okay.
And we got roughed up by the 2 top teams in the 65, but we beat everybody else. So it was a good experience for us.
So when you say roughed up, what do you really mean? What does that
Well, I would
entail?
say we lost to 2 teams that were very good in the 65 classification, and they were both very physical too. So it was.
Physical, mental.
Yeah. It was all good, but it was a great experience. But that prepared us for the Switzerland tournament.
Yeah, more focused and.
This is a 2-year it's every 2 years. So, the thing is, how do you stay in shape, and what do you do without getting hurt at this age? So, it's how do you pace yourself and still be able to play when the time comes.
All right. Well, that is something good to bring up, and for anybody watching, they might want to know, how do you stay in shape and take care of yourself at this stage to be able to play at this level? I know, Warren, you haven't done a lot less than what you used to do, but what is it?
Well, you have to have some luck, right? You have to have some luck. You have to have a little workout regimen that you go to stay in shape. Now, we both had some injuries this spring. I had a hamstring injury that I missed the last part of the Coral Springs tournament. But I was able to get that better thanks to my physical therapist in York. They did a great job. And Randy had some shoulder issues. But everybody on our team, everybody that plays at our age has a little bit of something they have to work on to get ready for the tournament. So we all sort of have we know when the tournaments come, and we all sort of have a way to get that all taken care of.
Absolutely. What do you do, Randy?
Well, I actually started shooting at the Y a couple times a week with my wife.
Okay.
And then I try to play. The closer it gets to time, I try to play. We play at a church. They play 3 times a week. They play Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday. So I try to at least get a run. I don't want the contact, but at least I get a run.
Okay.
So.
And the other thing, like I played with him a couple times at the church. I would go to Lancaster, play with them, and he came to York and played with some of our other guys that were in the 65s, like Jeff Ebner from Reading came over, and Steve Crowley and Matt Brown from Carlisle came down, and we played some 2-on-2 and some 3-on-3 on Mondays at Heritage Hills. So we had a little workout, team-oriented going together.
That's what he said, little workout. It's 2-on-2, right? Little workout. Okay, yeah. Warren, you were so excited to introduce Randy Good to this. Tell me what we need to know about Randy.
I first met Randy playing against Randy on the other team, and we had a good rivalry going against each other, okay?
All right.
And I always tell this story about Randy. One time I made a couple shots, and he hollered at his teammates and said, I'm covering Goodling. And he's a forward, and I'm a point guard, so he came out and guarded me pretty well. He did a good job. I couldn't guard him on the other end, though.
Right.
So that's how I met Randy in that.
Okay.
And then when Jack Stoner had the Lancaster Warriors together, we kept talking about when Randy gets to be 60, we need to get him on our 60 and over team, and that's what we did.
Yeah, you were working on recruiting him for
We
that
recruited
already.
him, yeah. So
I can tell you about that shot too, that me guarding him. Didn't he get open? And I was lucky that ball rolled off the rim. That was the difference. But he still got open and got a shot off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he got there.
Right. So what is it like for you, Randy, playing with Warren on this level and getting into this? What did you think when he was recruiting you for all of this?
Oh, I've been playing all my life basically, but these guys, and we play with a guy, an Indian that lives in New Mexico that runs every day.
Okay.
We play
Wow.
with people all over the country, and the thing is, it's how we play. We play as a team, and we all know our roles, and that's more what it's about, and even beating these other teams, it really wasn't, they were glad we played the whole game, and we played against them for respect for their game. But playing with these guys and playing with guys all over, that's what it's about. And I've been to 15 states, in all these, and my wife goes along, so we sightsee and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
not doing it out of high school and doing it now is the perfect.
It really is, isn't it? It's a
Yeah.
whole different feel, a whole different way of living. Yeah.
Yeah,
isn't
it's all good.
Yeah.
And these guys are good players. They're some pros, some Division I, some didn't play, but
Right.
we play together, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
So Randy's role on our team this year, he could guard anybody on the other team. He didn't usually guard the point guard, but he
Okay.
could guard a perimeter guy, he could guard a big guy. He normally got stuck with a 6'7" or 6'8" guy inside, but he can handle that, and he does a good job defensively on that. On offense, he does a very good job of setting screens and making shots in the paint. So, outstanding job. And he was talking about our team, and we had 10 guys in our team, and the thing I think that about our team that stood out is that we pressed full court man to man from the beginning of the game until we had a really big lead. Then we might have backed it off, but we picked you up full court man to man, and we kept guys coming in the game to keep everybody fresh.
Right.
And I think that worked to our advantage. Everybody was playing defense, and when you
Right.
play defense as a team, you tend to share the ball more on offense, and that's exactly what we did.
Okay. You went out and you made a statement right away.
Well, we felt that we had to play that way to actually make that statement,
Yeah.
and that's the way we played the whole tournament.
So who all was on this team, this most recent team? You were just starting to talk about some of the various other players from what areas?
Oh, well,
Dallas,
Mark Davis from
Atlanta,
Dallas,
Atlanta.
Herms from Atlanta,
Okay.
Mills.
Harry's from New Mexico. He's an Indian, lives on the reservation.
Mel's from Chicago, Ricky's from Chicago area.
All right.
We don't want to forget anybody. Hutch is from Arkansas. Kevin Johnson's from Arizona. Terry's from Montana.
Okay.
Yeah,
Come on, now.
I think that's it.
We don't want to forget anybody, but
Wow. So it's all over the country.
all over the country.
Which
and,
is
and,
great.
and people say, well, do you practice? Well, we do practice. Usually we practice when we get there at a tournament, but like Randy and I practice together, and we know those other guys now so well that we sort of know where we fit in and how to play together as a team.
Yeah. Wow. And these other teams that you played against from various countries, you were talking about the rapport that you had with them, well, on and off the court too. You want to expound
Oh, it's
on
all,
that?
yes, and win or lose, it's
Yeah.
all everybody's for everybody else.
Yeah.
And one thing about Warren, when the game was over, we got a scouting report, and we got the scouting report and the players' report as for the next game. Wasn't too long afterwards.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, they said to me I have to coach the team, so I play and I coach. So part of the coaching is the preparation part. So Yeah, they got the scout report.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who are not familiar, which there might be one or two of you, Warren Goodling has been coaching for how many years?
Well, I actually coached 36 years.
Wow.
Before I retired from coaching, but yeah, so it's in the blood, I think.
It is, and you've won various awards along the way, and your teams have been really, really good too, I think.
Good players make
Good
that.
players
Good
and-
assistant coaches.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
everything works together.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a team.
Absolutely.
A team with a team.
Yes.
Yeah, with the team. What else would you like us to know about playing with Warren Goodling?
Oh, well, you count on him to make the big shot.
Okay.
And and the coaching and we come in, he tells us what we need to do. So he gets us ready to play.
More about Randy?
No, Randy brings it, and Randy says, "I'll do anything I need to do to help the team win," and he can do a lot of different things. And our teammates found that out, that he did a great job rebounding, playing defense, and making some shots. So it was awesome.
It really is too. So I know both of you mentor younger players as well. Is there anything that sticks out in your mind with a player that you might have mentored, that they're starting, to do something now? They're getting involved more with the sport?
Well, we have a court, and Warren plays there too at the Burton's. Ed Burton has a court at his house.
Okay.
Now, and all these young kids, I attribute LS as good ball playing on being able to. I mean, you see all these kids growing up. I mean, it's Tyler Burton, Chase, even Brian. All of them play. So we play together and play against these kids. Like I said, they're telling me I'm gonna break your record. So it motivates them.
Absolutely does. Absolutely. And you kind of set yourself up for that then, don't you?
Yeah, well, it's all good. And,
It is all good.
Yeah.
Well, I know, Warren, you played for years at West York with some great teams. But you're probably most known here in Lancaster County for being a very winning coach at Hempfield High School. And tell us a little bit more about that at Hempfield, because you had some great teams go through there.
Yeah, we had some great teams. Just great players, great assistant coaches. The thing I cherish the most about Hempfield is how everybody sort of understood the mission, and everybody wanted to be part of it, and everybody bought into what we were doing, and it was just awesome situation. I have nothing but good things. Administration support, the assistant coaches I had were incredible, and the players, I can't say enough about the players.
Yeah. And it's a family, isn't it? It
Yeah,
truly is
absolutely.
a family. Yeah, and it extends even after they graduate, and I know that from hearing
Yes.
about that too.
And I do have a granddaughter that's going to
Do you?
Hempfield. I have a granddaughter that's in
Okay.
7th grade going to Hempfield, so I'm trying to work her in.
Oh, good. Let's go back to FIMBA real quick. And what's coming up next? Is this every other year? Is that...
Yeah, the next World Championship is in 2027 in Brazil.
Okay.
Okay, and there's going to be a Pan Am tournament next year in El Salvador.
Okay.
So that's going to be a tournament. And there'll be some tournaments in the States. There'll be the Coral Springs tournament will be there in May. So I don't know exactly. We don't know exactly what tournaments we will go to next year in 2026. The guy who runs our team, Mark David, he will come up with that this fall and then let everybody know. But we have not had any word on that. But my guess is that we'll be at Coral Springs and we'll probably be at the Pan Am Games next year.
And players will probably stay the same bar any injury?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Every 2 years they sort of, there's new guys coming up. So you just wait and see what happens. But
Where do you find the new guys? You just...
Oh, we
almost
know the new
suggest and
guys. The
recruit?
new guys were in the 65s. I played with the new guys.
so that's what you're pulling.
The 65, I played with Julio and Jerry Gilbert
Right.
for years in the 65. So now, as soon as they turn 70, it's amazing. As soon as they're turning 70, they're moving up to 70s. When I turned 70, I wasn't allowed to move up to 70s. They kept me on the 65 team. And then finally they said, okay, now you can go.
Yeah, well, so it kind of works like that, doesn't it?
That's one of the reasons why we kind of, because they pulled Warren away from us, so we had to adjust on that a little bit. But I'm playing in Indianapolis. Warren has something with the school, and then it's coming up in September, And then in October, there's Utah.
So he's going to play on the USA Global team in Indianapolis in September, and that'll be
Okay.
a lot of the 65 guys and a couple
right.
70 guys. I'm
Yeah.
not sure who in
Okay.
the 70s playing, but I can't go that weekend because the 1999 team is getting inducted into the Hempfield Hall of Fame.
Oh, I think that's
so
great.
I'm going to be there for that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that'll be
Sure.
great.
Yeah.
I think this is wonderful to have these, leagues to be able to play at this stage of life, isn't it? And how long ago did FIMBA start? Do you know, or
40 years, I think.
has
Yeah.
it been going on a
Right,
long
so
time?
40 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we won 2 years ago. We won Fort Lauderdale. We got caps. And Fort Lauderdale, 40-year anniversary.
That was 40 years for the Coral Springs tournament,
Okay.
the Masters basketball. FIMBA started their world tournaments probably close to 40 years ago, but I think this past year was
Yeah.
like the 17th because they go every other year. So
Yeah.
and they missed the COVID year. They missed 2021.
Warren, when did you actually get recruited to do it on this level? I forget.
Well, I played for the Lancaster Warriors, and then in 2019 I got selected to play on the USA team
Okay.
in the 65s, but
Okay.
I was still playing on the 60s because you were in the 60s
Yeah.
and we were playing in the 60s, and then in the
All right.
65s I played with USA
Okay.
team. So that we went to Finland. So and Randy couldn't make it that time, or he would have been there with us. So
Yeah. So if we want to know more about this, or even possibly watch any of the games that are coming up in the future, how do we do that, Warren?
well, FIMBA has a website,
Okay.
FIMBA FIMBA, and they have a website. I know the Argentina World Games that we played in 2023. A lot of those games are on YouTube.
Okay, so you can look it
still,
up.
You can
All right,
still
go search.
USA Global on
Okay.
YouTube. You can pull those up.
All right.
I'm not sure about the Switzerland. I didn't see any of our games
Okay.
online in Switzerland, but sometimes in Coral Springs they have them online.
I don't know. We'll have to see if maybe.
They have people that you can pay to follow you around
Oh, yeah.
and do a video so you can. But
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, maybe there's something we can find on YouTube and actually play it on the station too. Who knows?
Well, there's YouTube on Argentina. I know that.
Okay,
So
yeah, it would be
USA
great.
Global, yeah.
Great to see you
Yeah.
guys in
Yeah,
action. Great to see you guys in
People
action.
think this is 70 years old, but these are big courts, full court. There's a 35-second shot clock.
Yeah,
So it's a running.
it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a regulation
Yep.
college game.
Yep.
The clock stops
Yep.
on every whistle, so the
Yep.
game lasts. And now this year we played 4 quarters instead
Uh-huh.
of 2 halves. We played 4 10-minute quarters.
Okay.
But we play hard.
Yeah, I think it's good, and I think you guys are both an inspiration. So thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing your stories, and
Quite welcome.
much success with the next games that are coming up too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Our
thank you
pleasure.
for joining us today on Behind the Lines that goes inside sports.